Hey guys, it's Carrie Bojarski and Janice Stavila here. We wanted to share some things about what to expect over the next 30 days in our fast track new coach training. And the 30 might confuse you a little bit because I call it the 20-day fast track training. It's because there's only 20 days out of those 30 that you're actually doing something. The other days are weekends, and quote unquote days off. So it's 20 days where you're spending about 15 minutes a day on your business over the next 30. So if you add that up, that's not that much time. If you're a business builder, this is going to complement what you're doing. If you're a new business builder, this is going to help you feel more confident in what you're doing and create a nice strong base in a very basic way. And when I'm telling you very basic, tomorrow is about introductions. So when you're going in there, that tomorrow is an introduction post. There's no necessarily homework. You're just getting to know the other people that are in the group that are on your team, which is really nice because the ultimate goal of this group is not only to create a stronger team connection, but to also make you each feel like you have a little bit more information, and sometimes information is all we need just to help us move forward, especially if we're feeling stuck, scared. New coaches usually feel scared. Awkward is a very good word to use because we don't want to do the wrong things, or we're not really sure what to do because we've never had a business before, let alone a successful business. This is going to help you have a really basic base for the business that you want, and it's going to set you up for the wave that's coming in January. And that's the only reason why I decided to rock this out. Normally I wasn't going to do any training, but Janice and I got to talking after her team call last week, and we talked about the importance of training and how it's really nice to do it in a group format, as long as there's participation and there's a need for it. So this training is going to help not only you, because I know that there's several leaders in this group as well. It's not only going to help you in there, but it's also going to help your team of coaches, which ultimately helps everybody. Not only does volume grow when people are learning and feeling more confident, they're helping more people, but your teams grow together. Say there's 20 people in the group, that's 20 people that are growing at the same time, growing in confidence, growing in education, just learning and knowing, and just feeling like their skill is increasing, because once we increase confidence with some knowledge, there's going to be some action steps that the coaches are going to take that they might not have taken without this training group. So when I say that it's going to set you up for the wave coming, for those of you that have never been part of the January, February, March amazingness that happens in Beachbody, it is phenomenal. You'll end up with more leads per week than you have right now, and you do have to be an Emerald coach to be able to participate in the Coach Lead, Customer Lead program. Sorry, Coach Leads are for Diamond coaches and above, but the Customer Lead program is anybody that's Emerald and above, and that's 2 coaches that you personally sponsor, one on your left, one on your right. Okay? Now, speaking to the leaders that are in the team, and when I say leaders, I'm speaking to you if you are a coach with one personally sponsored coach on your team. You are a leader. So you as a leader in that group, your team of coaches is looking up to you to see how to participate in a group, to see what's expected of them. And it feels weird, I think, at first, if you're not used to posting in a training group or in a team group anyway. Sometimes there could be a fear of saying the wrong thing or asking a stupid question. There's no such thing as that. So if you have something on your mind and you're not really sure how to ask it, just start typing, and all of us will try to help and figure out what's going on. Now, the expectation is for everyone to check in 5 out of 7 days, and I say that because the commitment is 15 minutes for 5 days of posts. Okay, so I'm going to post Monday through Friday with weekends off if you're able to check in Monday through Friday. Okay, now if you're not, you want to put it on your schedule for when you're going to do it, because weekends will get busy. But you have a 15-minute increment, lock yourself in the bathroom, tell everybody that you're pooping or that you have diarrhea or something, and they will leave you alone, promise. So you go in there, you take your 15 minutes, whew, I feel better, and you're out. Some of them will take you less than 15 minutes. Some of them will take you 5 minutes. It really just depends on the daily task, but the most it will take you is 15, 5 times a week. So let me do the math. What's 15 minutes 5 times a week? So that's an hour and 15 minutes. And there's some coaches who spend so much more time than that digging and looking for certain parts of information all on their own, say in the online office or on the team pages, and spend more time looking for things than actually doing. So if you're a person who's afraid to commit to this training because you're like, oh my gosh, there's a daily assignment. Think about when you were back in school. You were expected to arrive to school every single day, right? Whether you felt like it or not, whether you had time to go to school or not, you probably had other things to do. If you're a business builder, you want to take these 15 minutes 5 days a week. Like I said, if your job, we have some coaches who work schedules that are so different than everybody else. Some are third shift, first shift, second shift. Some have shifts that are like 16 hours long. Those are days that we don't expect you to come into the group because you're going to need your sleep. You need to focus on you. But there's still going to be 5 assignments in that week that the expectation is that you will have them completed by the end of the week. It's just not to value, or not because I need you to do them. It's because so that it's important for you so that you can move forward. Does that make sense to everybody so far?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, Janice, I know I can get a topic and I can filibuster it. Do you have anything you want to add to the beginning of that and about this training at all?
Well, you pretty much put the nail on the head. So I don't know how much extra to add, but I do know these type of trainings are definitely good. Regardless if there's assignments or something, a lot of people are on Facebook more than 15 minutes. So, this is time you're already spending. All you have to do is check in, do your assignments, and you're going to help yourself with your business. And if you want to get ahead, you want to make sales, you want to help others, you want to see a difference in your business, and these are the little things that you need to do that'll add up.
Yeah, totally. And I know that it's the holiday season, and that's another reason why I wasn't going to put together something for the group. But then I thought, you know what? If I don't, it could possibly do you guys a disservice by not being ready or helping your coaches be ready for the wave. So why not prep now? And then those that want it are going to be present and step up. Those that are more hobby coaches or discount coaches, you'll find out because, if they're saying, I just don't really have 15 minutes a day. It's just not my thing. They don't have 15 minutes a day. It's okay. It's okay. And it's okay if they're a discount coach or hobby coach. Or if they just say, I can only focus on Christmas and my full-time job and my family, and I don't want to do anything else but just use the discount right now, party on. I don't know if I'll do this 20-day training again. It all depends on the value you guys get out of it, because if you guys find it worthwhile, I will absolutely do it again. And then what I will be looking for, if we do it again, is 2 different leaders to run it. Not me, not Janice, because we're already doing it once. We're showing you how, and we have a document that you'll be able to use for every single post that you'll need, so you'll have the template, but we'll be looking for 2 other leaders that have never run a training before, that want to have that leadership role and kind of take that next step as your role of a leader. Again, if you guys value this and find value in it and feel it's worthwhile to do again, and say we offer it in January or February, I'm willing to do that, but we'll be looking for 2 different leaders to do it so that we can start to groom up other people, on the team that desire that. You're not going to be forced to if you say you think it was a great training, just people that want to. Your hair looks fabulous, Angie.
Thanks, sorry.
You don't have to apologize. Mine's still wet too. I showered after leg day, and I'm like, this is what everyone's going to get. They're going to get my wet hair. So it's all right. Yeah. So now Angie's coach, Laura, she was going to participate. Do you want to share with the team, Angie, or was that something between you and I?
Oh, no, she's fine. Well, I mean, she's not fine, but she really wanted to do the training, and we were just, like, texting before this, and she got a call her mother-in-law fell, and because she's not in too good a shape, they said she's probably going to need hip surgery, so she needs someone to take care of her, and so she's going to be leaving to take care of her. So she's not going to be. She doesn't feel like she's going to obviously be able to, be, worried about this. So she was actually like nervous that she was going to be disappointing people if she didn't do it, and I'm like, no, absolutely not. Like, family comes first. So
yeah, totally. Keep us posted on how her mom's doing.
I will. It's actually her husband's. It's her mother-in-law. So, but like I said, I think she's had trouble before in the past falling. So I think it's like, but yeah, she's hoping to, like I said, catch the next group. So hopefully, like whenever the next one is, she's always, kind of a go-getter anyway. So it's just a bad month, but she'll be okay.
I was going to say, too, because I don't know how long she'll spend sitting idle, say, at the hospital, or if she naps or something like that. She's welcome to stay in and kind of take from it what she can, considering her circumstance. Do you know what I mean? And if on days she can jump on, great. But the expectation is, and the reason why I put down for people to participate daily is because I don't want it to be a cricket training. You guys know what I mean by that?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. That is so
awesome. Yeah, I think she wants to do it, like, for sure, but I think she just feel like all this came on her, and she's just like overwhelmed, and she's like this, like, doesn't want. It was kind of like when I messaged you, I didn't want to disrespect the group, and because with my schedule, I didn't want to be like, if I didn't do when everyone else was doing, I didn't want them to think that I was just like getting, special treatment because of my schedule,
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, and I'll repeat that a couple times over the course of the training with my posts, is that there will be people, just because of their work schedule, that maybe can't get on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday because of their work schedule, but they can the rest of the days and their assignments are completed. And that's all I worry about, is that those 5 assignments per week are completed, so you guys get the benefit. Your coaches get the benefit. You know what I mean? And then really take a look at this training. It's really basic and brought down, but it's such important information to help people feel more confident to move forward. So I was thinking, if this can be helpful for people, then and it helps them move forward, helps them be part of and set up for January. For some people, it's more of a accountability thing, because maybe with the holidays, it's easy to put their business aside and they don't want to. This is who that group is for. You know what I mean? So if Laura wants to stay in, she's welcome to. But if she feels more at peace not being in it and even thinking about it, then she knows what her answer is. Okay.
Yeah. I think she feels like she wants to, but it's like basically what she said, and then she said she just doesn't want to feel responsible for something and then not be able to do it.
Yeah.
Because she's kind of like me. If you don't get it done, it's like she's like, gets real stressed about it. So.
Oh, and we don't want that, because I was going to say, you can tell her she's got a free pass to pull out if she wants once she sees, but if she knows how she feels already, then that's totally fine. We respect that.
Yeah, I told her I would, I'm in the group too, so obviously I'm doing it because I want to learn as much as I can to pass on to her. So, like, what I learn, I'm obviously going to help her, and then when the next group comes, she's obviously, when everything calms down, she can hop on and do whatever.
And a lot of what we're doing here is going to be very intrinsic, so it might be very difficult for you to, you know what I'm saying, without copying and pasting. It's going to be really each coach digging inside themselves and then putting it down. And it's a lot of the things that people put off and don't do in their business because nobody's really asking for certain things, or it's all about, you could tell a coach that you did this, but most people don't write certain things down. So we're going to dig into the stuff that's a little bit more internal and finally get it out there and put it in writing, different things. So that's where, I think it's going to be helpful because so many people move forward trying to just message people and invite them to challenges without doing a couple steps before that. And we're going to fill in the blanks there. So, but again, if you guys find it helpful as a whole, then it's something that we will definitely offer again. And this is something that's very different from our 30-day video training series that's in 3 10-day increments. It's very different. So technically, like if you're a person thinking, which one should my coach do, like in the end of it, it really just depends on your coach. They would benefit from both. You know, so if it was me starting out a new coach and I knew that they wanted to get started really quickly, I would have them do the Getting Started Right 10-day video series and then probably jump into this. So they end up with 30 days total anyway, and then they can always pick up with the other videos as part of their personal development. Okay? So, yeah. Does anybody have any questions moving forward right now?
No.
Okay. I'm going to do a daily post, and they're going to be posted around 7 o'clock in the morning, just because Delaney's off to school at 6:50, and then I'll sit on my computer, and I work till like 7:15, and then I go do my workout, my morning workout. So I'm going to post those about 7 o'clock in the morning, so everybody has like a full entire day to complete those. And, oh gosh, I had a thought, and I totally just lost it. Oh, and then when we get together for next week's huddle, the expectation is everybody share one thing that they're most proud of and one thing that they feel they failed forward with. And everybody's going to share the same thing. And the calls are going to be that way every single week so that we can focus. And I think it's so easy for us to go, oh, I didn't do that right, and then think we're a complete failure because of one thing that we made a mistake on. But yet, when we care so much about that one mistake, it means we really care a lot about what we're doing. But if we focus on the things that we're really proud of, just the top one each week, the top thing you're most proud of, then how you failed forward, meaning it's okay to make a mistake. You tried something, and if it didn't work how you thought it would work, or you kind of fell flat on your face because you tried something and stumbled over your words when you first tried it in public, whatever, you know, everybody's at different places in their business, so everybody's answer is going to be different, but that's how we also continue to connect as a team, because then we all see and can celebrate each other's victories, and we can also identify with each person going, yep, I've done that before, you know. So it'll be an interactive call time at 9 o'clock on Sundays, and the expectation is that it'll probably take, if everybody's on, it'll probably take us about a 30-minute call if everybody's on. Now, once we have more than 10 people, the other people will have to watch via YouTube at this point in time. So, but I think with work schedules, like Shanna will never be on this call because she works a double on Saturdays and Sundays. So she's always working. There'll be some coaches who just aren't because they're at work. So we might be good with 10 or less here. So if that's the case, and if you're a person that ends up on the YouTube, what you'll do is you'll post, there'll be a post that you can share your top thing that you are most proud of and where you feel that you failed forward.
Question.
So, yeah.
What you feel proud of, is that going to be for the week or in general? Does it need to be business related or life related?
Tell me the beginning part, because I didn't understand. The words I wasn't able to make out. What was your beginning part of that?
Okay, when you say that people should share what they're most proud of, should it be what they're most proud of for that week or in general?
That week business related, because it's a business training.
Okay.
So they're going to go through this training, and they're going to share one thing they're most proud of that they did business-wise that week. For some people, it might be, oh my goodness, I put a before and after on Facebook, and I shared my results with people, and I've never done that before. For some people, it might be, I committed to 5 days of a training. I have never done that before. You know, it's going to be something different for everybody. Or you know, who knows? Somebody could say, I actually got in my workout like I said I was going to do. I took care of me. I didn't make any excuses, and I did it regardless. You know, everybody's answer is going to be different, but it's just neat to hear from other people.
Now, if you, like, I already know I have to work this coming weekend, and so since I won't be able to get on the YouTube channel because I'll be at work, should I just post like in the group, like comment section, what I'm most proud of and all that, or like how do you want us to do that if we're working, if you can't get on the YouTube channel, like obviously at that time because I'll be working?
Yeah, what I can do on the Friday post or maybe Saturday post, I have to think about that because right now my brain can't think of what would be like the best way to do it. Maybe we could do a file each week for people not on the call, what they're most proud of, and all that kind of stuff. I hate to say, oh, go ahead and do a video because I know sometimes you have a hard time uploading those, and if it's just easier to type.
Well, actually, it's not that bad now it's easier on my phone, but for some reason, I have no idea why, but my YouTube button just does not work on my computer anymore for some reason. I don't know. But usually, a lot of times, it does work okay on my phone, and I'm fine with doing them on my phone. It just doesn't have the best, light quality all the time. But I can actually get the video done pretty fast, like now on my phone, like 10 minutes, because by the time I get home, it's like usually about 8 o'clock in the morning, unless it's like bad, then it's 8 or 9. So most of the time I kind of already see what you have posted. So because I usually go to bed about 10 and then get up again at 5 and go back to work, Yeah. But so
I'll leave that up to you. If it takes less time to type it, party on. You know what I mean? I'm all about doing whatever works best for you and what takes less amount of time, because this training is meant to be complementary to what people are doing, not cumbersome, and busy work. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of just regurgitating things that I've already done. I've done trainings before. I've been part of them as the participant, and I just found it so grueling to have to, not only are you working, but then you have to go back and retype everything you did. You know what I mean? I talked to this person. You know what I mean? I invited that. And it's just, I found that monotonous. So this is not one of those trainings. This is more of, again, complementary so that it helps your coaches, continue to move forward. And it's going to help you guys as leaders. I know it's a basic training, but sometimes we forget about that part of why we're doing this. You know what I mean? And the why. And, the things that we, mini goals. And sometimes we forget about those things, or maybe feel like it's hard to ask our coaches about that. So this is going to just give you a little bit of information there. It's not a leader training, but it's that basic training that can at least give you some fresh ideas on content. And again, this is in a document as well. So if you ever want to rock this out and you love this by yourself, you can. So, with your team of coaches, or open it up to the team. But I really feel like if we can do more as a team, the team's going to be able to grow bigger, grow better, be together more, instead of just, this overall team, this umbrella of a team, and all these separate entities, that are there. I would love to do more together with everybody who wants to do that. I think people have to work less when we work together, and to me, that's working smarter. So we're sharing the responsibility, of that. Everybody's learning how to train, everybody's learning how to be a leader, and then we're raising leaders up, with our team of coaches. So I think that's awesome. I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. Again, these posts don't take a ton of time. If your personally sponsored coaches are nervous about it, they're going to say something to you. They're not going to say something to me. Encourage them to take that first week and see what they feel like. If they're not loving it, or they say, I just want 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week, then they can pull out. That's no problem. But don't quit on yourself before you even have an understanding. It can feel really scary, I think, to go, oh my gosh, I'm committing to like a daily assignment. Again, 15 minutes or less, and it's more of an intrinsic thing, initially, for each coach there. As we get into it a little bit more, there's going to be more specific information, or hey, watch this video, and then there's some commenting that you do as part of your assignment, but it's more for personal growth for you guys. So thank you guys for jumping on, and I really look forward to working with you guys and your coaches this week, and all that good stuff. So if you guys have any questions, post them now on the Fast Track training page, and we'll do all our business there. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. Thank you guys for coming on. Thanks, Janice, Angie, Tracy. Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.